Chapter 12. Nemesis. Dr. Adam has spent the last 4 decades testing the effectiveness of his serum and striving to improve it continuously. In this fortress, aided by a team of scientists, he created and conducted a series of genetic projects. To create a combination that could resist the effects of the toxic gas, he considered mixing gorilla DNA with the DNA of other living beings. For some reason, it seems that the blood of mutant Kongs is crucial for such experiments to be stable and effective. 2171, Black Suit's Fortress.
Professor Adam, the stabilizer is now ready for use. We've synthesized enough for a new experiment. It'll take at least a couple of weeks before we can draw more blood from the last captured mutant Kong. We cannot risk losing him too. There are only a few left.
Adam excitedly replies,
Okay, then let's go.
"Bring patient number 1670 and prepare him for the injection of the stabilizer and the first dose of mutagenic serum." It has been a few hours since the patient received the first dose of the drug. After an initial phase in which the patient experienced nausea, vomiting, and excruciating pain throughout the body as symptoms, he now seems to be feeling better. One of the doctors observes the monitors and takes note, then turns to Adam and says, "The patient's skin already appears more resilient. In a few days, we will see how his body reacts to lizard DNA." Slowly, gorilla number 1670 regains consciousness. The professor approaches him and asks him if he is hungry. He nods. So, Adam orders a guard to accompany him to the canteen. The gorilla is brought a tray with food. Around him, other patients of the Nemesis project. Everything seems clean, neat, and quiet, when suddenly the serenity is interrupted by one of the prisoners who, in a fit of rage, starts smashing things.
"I want to get out of here!"
he shouts. He looks enormous, and he is so strong that 6 armed guards are needed to immobilize him. All prisoners are immediately returned to their cells. Starting the next morning, patient number 1670 begins to feel different, and even his appearance starts to change. Green scales sprout on his body, and after a few days, he is completely covered with them. One of the guards opens the cell, takes him, and leads him back to the laboratory, where he is laid on the examination table, sedated, and attached to electrodes. Adam looks with satisfaction at one of the scientists on his team and exclaims, "Great! Reptile DNA has made the patient's skin resistant to external stimulation. We can proceed with the grafting of spores." While patient number 1670 undergoes such experiments, on the other side of the fortress, after losing consciousness for days due to a large amount of blood taken by the black suits, Swan finally wakes up.
"You're finally awake. I feared the worst," says Raoul. "Over the years, I've seen too many brothers die in here. These bastards have lost control. Our lives have no value to them. They continue experimenting on us as if we were guinea pigs to be squeezed to the last drop of blood. Many of us, unfortunately, do not survive these treatments. That's why the black suits always need new test subjects."
Swan asks him, "They experimented on you too, didn't they? Why don't I see any strange negative effects on you?"
Not everyone rejects the serum or undergoes body mutations. Some develop special abilities,"
replies Raoul, while pulling out a rusty nail from under the cot and making a deep, clean cut in his hand. Swan is shocked, but Raoul, smiling, places his other hand over the wound and emits a bright light that completely envelops it. Swan remains speechless as the energy beam disappears and the injured hand magically heals.
Raoul continues, "There are others like me, with different powers and abilities. There are a few of us, but I am not alone. Of course, I have never revealed this to the scientists. They keep giving me injections and analyzing me, but they never get relevant results.
He starts laughing and adds,
I'm immune to everything by now.
Then, Raoul becomes serious again and says,
Now I just have to leave this place. I've been here too long, and it seems that long-term intake of this serum erodes memory and reminiscences.
He pauses, sighs, and then adds,
Yes, I will leave very soon.
A few days later, Swan is awakened by an unusual event. Scientists and guards are alerted by the red alarm that has gone off throughout the fortress.
Prisoners have escaped!
Shouts one of the guards. Swan smiles, thinking, Damn, he did it!